everyone, my name is Kerry and I'm a landscape designer from KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. We are currently in lockdown and we're not going to let it get us down. We're all cooped up in our houses with our children, our husbands, and we need to find things for them to do. So I've got a small little project here today. A lot of plants out of my garden, a lot of old things out of the tool shed, and we are going to be crafty. Over the next few days I'm going to show you a few little garden tips, pruning, little things you can get your children roped to in your garden. But this is what we're going to do today. I've set up a tiny little arrangement using succulents. It's in an old terracotta pot with another little pot used as a prop. But I'm going to show you now a few plants that is in everyone's garden that can be used. Okay, now we've been scratching. I found an old drip tray in the tool shed. Drip trays aren't supposed to have holes in them, they're meant to catch the water. But obviously with planting succulents, you've got to have good drainage. So what we've done is we just got a drill, and we drilled several holes inside the base of our drip tray. This can now be used for planting successfully. What you can do is use some old terracotta pots and use them as props within this design where you can plant into, similar to the arrangement that I showed you previously. Then we found some old enamel bowls as well. The big pot is going to need to have drainage holes drilled inside it so the water can get away. We can then use the old teapot, nice enamel teapot with a lid. We can put a nice enamel coffee mug inside and be creative. You can have a whole lot of rock roses here with a whole lot of succulents spilling out of the spout into the enamel mug. They can make quite an attractive design we'll show you just now. I've got another enamel pot over here with a nice giant mug. That can be quite sweet, used inside there. Again, this base pot is going to need to be drilled for good drainage. This doesn't need to be drilled, it's just going to be used as a prop to arrange the plants inside. Then we've got a nice teapot as well, which we can place inside a nice big pot. We can tilt it, have succulents pouring out of the spout into another container. You can use old teacups, you can really start thinking creatively. Let's let the fun begin. Okay, we've got our little station set up here now. We've got a nice enamel basin which we've drilled some holes into for good drainage. We've got our enamel teapot, a nice mug, and of course the little lid set up here. You can see the soil we've put inside here. Nice and friable, good drainage. I've used a third potting soil, a third topsoil, and a third Umgani sand, which will give good drainage. The children are getting theirs ready as well. Here we've used the drip trays which have got drainage holes inside them, and they're putting in little terracotta pots as well. We'll show you shortly what we've been up to. Okay, we've got Laura just finishing off her design. The girls have been busy most of the day. You can see Laura's taken a terracotta pot upside down, and then she's created it spilling out and around the bottom, which is a very creative idea. She's using swimming pool filter sand, nice clean coarse sand, just to cover over the bare dirt. Well done, Laura, this has turned out beautifully. Okay, Kayla, just finishing off hers as well. Kayla's been very creative and decided to use some building stone around the edge and then gravel inside. Small gravel, it won't detract from the actual rock rose design. This has really turned out nicely. Well done, Kayla. Okay, Tegan's also decided to use gravel to finish off her one. Tegan's been creative and decided to use some semi-precious stones, some gems, just to add a bit of an extra special touch. It just shows what you can find lying around the house that you wouldn't have dreamt about using before. Well done, Tegs, been very creative. It's turned out beautifully. Okay, and these are the props that we showed you earlier on. It's now finished and planted up. You can see the arrangement sitting within the actual teapot itself, spilling over to the enamel mug, and we've used gravel as well around the edge. But remember, you can be creative. You can use moss, you can use fish tank stone. Just be creative. You can do just about anything. Thank you for joining us today. I hope your brain is creative, and please walk around your garden and see your plants with a creative light. Please like and share, and join us again. We'll be giving you more gardening hacks over our lockdown period. Happy gardening!